Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Swapna. This is the fourth chapter of Marketing Environment Analysis and Strategies, and this is the second lecture on this chapter. Let us see about a new product development strategies. The marketing program of any organization is a 4Ps. The product is a very important P in the marketing mix. Hence, it is important to plan and develop the right kind of product. Let us see the factors affecting the product planning and development. The first is a research before public production. A research before a production. Before arriving at a decision to introduce a new product, the extensive market research should be carried out. The company should know what kind of product, carrying what kind of characteristics, qualities, features and satisfying which a particular needs in a customers should be produced. The company should also undertake a research to find out a target customers for whom the product is being produced. Hence, it is necessary before a new production, firstly the market research is important. Let us see the second characteristics. It's a possibility of a production method. After deciding upon the development of a new product, a certain other decisions have also to be made. That is, whether the production process for the particular product are the viable to be undertaken, whether the required technology and raw material are available, and whether the final product will satisfy the needs of the target customers, etc. प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस करने के बाद हमें ये देखना है कि वो प्रोडक्ट रियल में कस्टमर्स के नीड्स एंड वांट्स सेटिस्फाइड कर रहे हैं या नहीं. The next is a modification of existing lines. A study of the existing product lines should be made in order to ascertain whether a new product is really required or the modifications in an existing product will meet a new requirements of the customers. If it is possible to modify an existing product, then the extent of this possibility should be thoroughly explored. आफ्टर प्रोडक्शन ऑफ द न्यू प्रोडक्ट अगर हमें कुछ ऐसे लगा कि उसमें मॉडिफिकेशन करना ज़रूरी है एज पर द कस्टमर्स रिक्वायरमेंट एंड एज पर द कस्टमर्स नीड्स, तो फिर यहाँ पे हमें वो प्रोडक्ट में मॉडिफिकेशन करना ज़रूरी है. Let us see the next one, the elimination of a product. A product planning also involves the elimination of unprofitable and a loss-making products so that the resources can be used somewhere else. कंपनी बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट करती रहती है, लेकिन सारे प्रोडक्ट्स को प्रॉफिट नहीं मिलता, और जो प्रोडक्ट प्रॉफिट नहीं दे रहे हैं, अदरवाइज वो जो लॉस दे रहे हैं, उन प्रोडक्ट को यहाँ से एलिमिनेट करना है. The next is improvements in existing products. The product planning also includes improvements in the characteristics, the features, quality, packing, labeling, etc. of an existing product in keeping with the changing requirement of the customers as well as the policies of the competition. The next is a price determination. A pricing the Determining the price of the product is one of the main elements of the process of product planning. Should the prices be set on the basis of the prices charged by the competitors, or on the basis of the cost of the product, or on the basis of the forces of demand and supply, is one of the important decisions to be taken. The next is a price determination. Determining the price of the product is one of the main elements of the process of the product planning. The next is a commercialization of product. A product planning also includes the commercialization and the sale of the product at the profit to the organization and a satisfaction to the customer. While undertaking the product planning, this aspect has also been considered. And the last is a coordination. Product planning also includes the coordination of various products so that the company can not only maintain but improve its competitive position in the market. This can be done by taking a periodic review about the various products in the market and taking decisions about which products to combine and which to eliminate. Thus, it is the explicit from the study of the various elements of a product planning that every decision right from a generation of idea about a new product to the elimination of a product from the product line is included in a product plan. Let us see the product planning, the meaning and definition of a product planning. A product planning is the entire process of deciding what type of product to produce for which target audience to satisfy which particular needs. Let us see a definition. A product planning is the act of making out and supervising the search, screening, development and commercialization of a new product, the modification of an existing line and a discontinuation of a marginal or unprofitable items. Thus, a product planning includes the three major types of decisions. The first is a development and introduction of a new product, modifications of existing products in keeping with the changing taste and preferences of the target customers, elimination of unprofitable or obsolete product. Let us see a product development activity handled by the following organization structure. The first is assignment handled by a product or a development manager. Most companies do not wish to recruit a new persons or transfer persons to a new post. They prefer to give the new assignments to the existing staff. However, the present workload may not give the existing staff a sufficient time for thinking and planning for a new product development, or they may not have a sufficient knowledge, information and know how about a new work to them. They may also be ignorant about procedures to be followed. Here, the companies prefer to give the new assignments to the existing staff because they having a proper knowledge about it. Let us see the second, establishment of a new product development department with a product manager. The manager can create a separate post of a product manager and recruit a new person to take a charge of the post. This new post should be given a necessary authority so that the work can be effectively carried out. This new product manager can either head and the existing group of people or a totally a new department can be created to carry out this work. यहाँ पे न्यू प्रोडक्ट के लिए न्यू प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर अपॉइंट किया जाता है. And the last is a new product teams or a committees. Many companies have the policy of giving this responsibility to a committee or a group of people instead of an individual or a separate department. Hence, यहाँ पे न्यू प्रोडक्ट के लिए न्यू टीम्स और कमिटीज अरेंज की जाती है और अपॉइंट की जाती है. Let us see the steps of new product development process. The first is idea generation. The first step in a new product development is the generation of a new ideas. There are various sources from which a new ideas can be tapped, and they are as under. The sources of a new ideas. The sources of generation of a new ideas can be basically divided into internal sources and the external sources. The internal sources are the first, a basic research. Almost all companies engage in some kind of basic or a fundamental research. A research and a development are often divided between the development of product ideas that have already passed the initial spinning stages and a research into the area of technology that offer the promise of the development of the totally new product. The second is a manufacturing. People who manufacture products often have idea about the modification and improvement that can be made. The next is a salespeople. A salespeople are the ones that are the constant contact with the customers. They are the ones who know which needs of the customers are being satisfied and which are not being satisfied. The next is a top management. A top executives play an important role in the generation of a new idea. Their ideas to be good as they know about the company's needs and the resources. Let us see the external sources. The first is a secondary sources of information. The ideas for a new product can be produced from a various business publications that publish list of a new product. Some business magazines that devote an entire section to a new related to a new product. The second is a competitors. The information about a new product can be got by keeping tabs on the new product activities of the competitors. Of course, it is not at all an easy job to get information about the new product activity of any organization. However, The inferences can be drawn on the basis of indirect evidence gained from a salesman, supplier, and even competitors. The next external source is the customers. The customer are a very good source of a new idea. When the customers gives information regarding problems in existing products, it usually leads to a product improvement. Some educated customers write directly to the manufacturers with a suggestion of a product change. And the last is inventors. The certain people with a specific bent of mind and are always creating a new products. Such inventors approach the companies with a new ideas for a product. To make sure that the ideas received from these sources are appropriately screened and not lost due to the early rejection, some companies identified such inventors and support them. यहाँ पे न्यू प्रोडक्ट जब हम डेवलप करते हैं तो फिर उसके लिए हमें पहले अच्छी और इनोवेटिव आइडिया होनी चाहिए और उसके लिए हम इंटरनल सोर्सेज से भी आइडिया ले सकते हैं और एक्सटर्नल सोर्सेज से भी आइडिया ले सकते हैं. Let us see a next process. It's a screening of a new product ideas. The first stage development aims at increasing a number of product ideas. However, every subsequent stage aims at reducing a number of ideas that were got in the first stage. The screening in the first stage in which the ideas are shortlisted. In fact, it is the stage in which a majority of the ideas got in the first stage are eliminated. This is very crucial stage for if a poor idea is allowed to pass through this stage. It will lead to a lot of wasted efforts in terms of time and money till these poor ideas is adopted in a first stage. So, this is a stage to shortlist the ideas. The next stage is a business analysis. This is the third stage in the process of a new product development. It involves an in-depth study of the economic feasibility of the idea. An attempt is made to predict the economic consequence of the product. A manufacturer and a marketing of this product on the company as a whole. The next stage is a product development. It has a following stages. The first is it gives a concrete form. It speaks of the investment and it provides a definite answer. The next step is a test marketing. Product development is a specific task leading to the designing and development of a prototype working model on the one hand and a testing of the functioning of the product on the other hand. The next is a test marketing. A test marketing is the actual experiment of actual buying and selling of the product within a limited market for a period that is hoped to be long enough to indicate its possible success on a large scale on an indefinite basis. In this experiment, the marketplace is used as a laboratory. यहाँ पे जो प्रोडक्ट है वो मार्केट में कैसे रिस्पॉन्ड कर रहा है उसका टेस्टिंग किया जाता है. मतलब यहाँ पे प्रोडक्ट का इवैल्यूएशन किया जाता है इन दी मार्केट. And the last is a commercialization. Those products that pass the test marketing stage successfully are ripe for a commercialization, the last stage. By now, the company is quite confident about the future of the product. The product's profit look good in relation to the risk and a cost involved. This is the last stage in a product development. And here, at this stage, the company is confident about the product and their performances. Thank you.